Today I am going to teach you about gifted students, gifted children. We will learn how to guide such students who are gifted. So, if we want to know about the definition of gifted children or what is the meaning of gifted children, we can say a gifted child is one child who scores among the top 5% of children. So we can say if we give them a test, standardized IQ test, and of course their percentile will be above 95th, means they will be uh, in the top 5% of children and whose IQ will be higher than the other students. And we can say when we compare such students with their peer group or with their classmates, of course they such students have above average ability, above average IQ when compared with other students. And of course these abilities may be demonstrated in different areas like artistic ability, leadership, academic activities. So we can say that a gifted child is a child who excels in every field. It can be maths, it can be science, or it can be any cultural sports activity. So such students have high performance capability in areas such as intellectual activities. So I have already told you that such students will be intellectual. They will have more academic achievements, of course, due to their intelligence, and they will be creative. They will have a creative talent, more than better than his classmates. And of course artistic abilities can be seen among such children, and these children will have leadership capacity. So we can say such children are children who in different type of domains like academic, artistic, creative, intellectual. So they excel in every field. We can say giftedness refers to children who have talent and the ability to use that talent. So such students can be called gifted students, gifted children. Then how to identify the gifted children? If I say that identifying a gifted children is a very difficult process, of course, for parents, for teachers, it is very difficult to identify that the child is gifted. Sometimes parents cannot notice if their child is performing a little ahead of the schedule in their development. Maybe the parents can see that their child writes faster than others, or a teacher can observe that this particular student is doing very good in the class, whether it is writing exercise or to learn any new task. So we can say it is very difficult for parents or teachers to identify uh, the giftedness among the students, among the children. So sometimes the educators may not pick up some of the signs. Then here are some characteristics about the children. uh, which type of characteristics we can see in the children, like what are the main characteristics uh, of the gifted children. First of all, if I can say that such students are very keen observers. So it is very true that such students observe all the things, all the surroundings very well, and then extremely curious. Gifted students are always having a great curiosity to know about anything. Means such children can ask lots of questions as they are very much curious about the scenario, about the outer world around them. So such children are keen observers, they are extremely curious, and their interests can be intense. Maybe they can have different type of talents, different type of interests, like intellectual, creative, artistic, and in different type of academic domains. So we can say they such students, such children have intense interest. Intense means they are deeply involved in those interests, they deeply engross themselves in those activities. Then such children have of course excellent memory. Due to their excellent memory, they can perform better in the class, and of course their performance will be better than his classmates. And uh, so due to their excellent memory, they can memorize all the things, all about all events, about all information, knowledge. They can memorize all such things very well. Then such children have long attention span. Long attention span means they can try to memorize the things for a long time. So their attention span is very good. They can grasp more things as compared to other students, other children. And of course, such children have good reasoning skills. They have good reasoning skills means they have a scientific temper, and of course they think about all other activities, events logically. And such children have a well developed power of abstraction. Means the quality of dealing with ideas, they have abstract thinking. They can frame a concept, and they can try to analyze the situations, and of course then to do the synthesis. So we can say that such students can try to learn with their ideas, and of course they learn quickly and easily, seeing relationship in ideas, objects, or facts. So such children can correlate things, correlate their ideas with other ideas and any type of fact or object. So they can see easily relationship in ideas, objects, and facts. Such children are very fluent and flexible thinking. Actually, they are original thinkers. They do not believe in imitating other, copying others. Of course, they are very fluent writer, fluent speakers, and their thinking has very much flexibility. So they they have flexible bent of mind. Such children try to elaborate, and of course I have already told you that such children have original thinking. Of course they may have their own ideas, unique ideas, different ideas, because they have a spirit of creativity, creative talent, which makes them superior to his or her peer group. Then of course such children will try to solve the problems quickly, and they have excellent problem solving skills, and they will take less time to learn all the concepts quickly. They will need less time as compared to other children, and of course they don't have to repeat, they don't have to practice all things again and again. Of course they have a very good memory, they have a good attention span, that's why they can learn all the things very quickly. And of course they have a vivid imagination, their imagination power is very strong, and they can imagine unusual things, they can imagine about unusual events, like they have creativity, and of course they can think about some unusual uh, activities, like what will happen if our school has wheels. So such type of unusual questions or such type of unusual ideas can come to their minds. These children are very energetic. They are physically and mentally very energetic, and of course, they do not need any type of external motivation. Actually, they already have intrinsically motivated internal motivation. So, their internal motivation makes them better than others, as they want to learn about more and more. Of course, their vocabulary will be extensive. Extensive means they have lots of words in their vocabulary. So, extensive vocabulary. Why their vocabulary is extensive? Because such children read different types of newspaper, different types of books and magazines. Of course, then their vocabulary uh, gets enriched with this type of extensive reading. And if we compare such children with others, these type of children can read early. They can, whenever they are given primers to read, of course such children can read early and rapidly and widely, and sometimes even they ask some type of questions, what if. So there are always some type of questions in their mind. Such children enjoy learning new things. They will try to do different type of tasks. Of course such children are of adventurous nature, and they sometimes even they can involve in some dangerous activities too, but such children enjoy new things. So they enjoy intellectual activities. Whenever there is any activity in which their intellectual caliber is tested, so they enjoyed such activities. Of course they like to play such games, and such children prefers books and magazines meant for older children. We sometimes assume that these books are for the children, or who are elders, but maybe suppose there are two children in one home living together, brother and sister. Sister is elder and brother is younger, but whenever a younger brother tries to read, tries to study the books of of his sister, of course then we can say he can be a gifted child, because he is trying to read books and magazines which were meant for his sister. So such children are critical and evaluative. They try to have their own judgment, and they are very critical. They try to uh, observe all things with critical temper. So now we have to learn about guidance services for gifted children. As I have already told that we have to talk about which are the main guidance services for gifted children. So of course these children are gifted and their needs will be unique needs. So that's why such children need guidance services. Look, here is the qualities of gifted child. I am an excellent learner when I am an excellent listener when. Now look, I am an excellent learner when I listen, I share my ideas and knowledge, I ask questions, I make fair and responsible choices. I ask for help when I need it. I learn from my mistakes. I never give up. I show a positive attitude. I respect my school teacher and classmates. I always try my best. So I am excellent listener when means my eyes are looking. Look here, the the child who is gifted, he completely engross when he or she listens, like my eyes are looking. During listening knowledge, I ask questions, my ears are listening. Eyes are looking, ears are listening, legs are crossed, my hands are still, my lips are closed. Look, actually, the child who is an excellent listener, who is gifted, of course, he will try to gain the information, knowledge with full attention. So, such students will be identified with the help of some type of testing. We can see, even with the help of their achievement tests or with the help of SAT score, we can test some students. Schools often have screening programs that are used to identify gifted children too. So, with the help of such tests, we can identify and assess such students who are the gifted students. So, we have to, when tests will be concluded, the results have to be interpreted to such students, and raw scores of students will be, of course, then they will be converted into percentile ranks, and the students who are in the top 5%, of course, such students will be declared as gifted students. So, such students are identified like this process. Then awareness means we have to aware such students who fall in this category, and we have to enrich their experiences. Of course, such students are having different type of talents among them. So, of course, we want them to utilize their potentialities, tendencies, capabilities. We have to provide them enrichment experiences. Why enrichment experiences? Of course, we want to make them more enriched. So, promotion of desire to excel. We want to we should promote such students, such children, that they may have desire to excel in any type of field. It may be academic, it may be cultural, it may be sports, or it may be any type of, I can say, creative. So, we have to encourage such students beyond the normal classroom requirements. As in the normal classroom, uh, the teacher always tries to teach, keeping in mind the requirements of the average children, average students. So, here we have to identify such students, and of course, we have to encourage such students, and we have to give them some extra difficult tasks to be done. So, we have to promote their desirable habits, and of course we should give them such type of opportunities in which they should try to understand themselves. Means the children who are gifted, they should know about their talents, and of course such students are having ability to speak fluently, to think fluently. So we have to provide such students the quality services. Quality services means we have to give them some extra attention. We have to make some different type of assignments for such students. So such type of students can only excel if, as a parent, as a teacher, we are giving them full attention. So, it's okay. Thank you.